Recently, I've been seeing a lot of people talk about how PlayStation just raised the price for their PlayStation Plus subscription. And honestly, ever since last week's video about the PlayStation Portal and how that might can compare to just adding some software to your Steam Deck, I've really been thinking a lot about it. And there's something that I noticed that I haven't seen anyone else talk about. So that's what this video is about. Sony has recently raised the price of their PlayStation Plus service from the base tier, Essentials, that used to cost $60 per year, that's now $80 a year. Their middle tier, the Extra, which used to cost you $100 per year, but now is going to set you back $135 a year. And then their top tier, which is the premium tier, that used to cost you $120 a year, now at $160 per year. This all has already gone into effect as of September 6, 2023. We also just got our first bit of definitive information about their upcoming handheld, the PlayStation Portal. We've already kind of covered the PlayStation Portal a little bit in a recent video, things that it's doing well, things that it's lacking, and how it might hold up to some other handhelds like the Steam Deck. If you're interested in that video, I will link it in the description below. Now, a lot of people, when it comes to the Portal, have been concerned about things that it's lacking, like its inability to connect Bluetooth audio, or its inability to download even some smaller games to the handheld to play directly. The second one of those, I understand, really isn't that important considering it's clearly marketed as a streaming device. But as a streaming device, it's really interesting that they're also not going to allow you to play PlayStation Cloud streaming on the device. The cloud streaming is the thing that I really want to focus on in this video. If you're interested in those other things, like I said, go check out the other video. Now, Sony has publicly stated that the PlayStation Portal is not going to be able to make use of their cloud streaming service. But with the price increase, I feel like Sony has to do something to add a little bit of extra value to the service, not only to, because some people will stay no matter what, but not only to retain some of its user base, but also to incentivize anyone signing up for the service now when they could have gotten it for cheaper. So my question is, what if cloud streaming, when Sony has said that it's a no, what if it's not a hard no? What if it's actually a not yet? Hear me out on that. Shortly before we got a price and the name announcement, there were already leaks of the Portal that were coming out. One of the most famous ones was this video posted by Zubitech over on Twitter. Upon closer inspection, it looks like the Portal is going to be running some flavor of the Android operating system. PlayStation Plus cloud streaming is also currently only available for Windows, but maybe they're working on adding some capability to Android. Sony uses the same Microsoft Azure network responsible for the Xbox Cloud gaming apps and service. And with the PlayStation Plus service already on there, it really implies that that should be well within the reach of possibility to get PlayStation Cloud up and running on Android. So why don't we already have it? Well, personally, I think that boils down to 2, maybe 3 reasons. The first one is that the app's just not ready yet. The second one is that maybe implementing it at that scale would just be too cost prohibitive for the company to justify doing it. Or maybe the third one is that it would just create too much competition for the PlayStation Portal that they knew that they were going to be releasing. And Sony just wants to keep that PlayStation experience, that PlayStation game association inside of their own walled garden. But what if the price increase that we're seeing now for PlayStation Plus solves issue 2 of it costing too much? Xbox Game Pass has been offering cloud streaming since early on in the offering, and even with the price increase, Game Pass is still more expensive than the top tier PlayStation Plus. Maybe that's how they've been able to do it all along, is because they had the financial backing and Sony just hasn't. So maybe this offers it. Well, why didn't they tell us that it was coming? Well, I think they could be pulling a Nintendo. And what I mean by that is how Nintendo was able to offer audio Bluetooth the entire time the system was around, but they waited 4 years after the system launched to finally unlock that capability for everybody. And we know it was always there because a software update unlocked it for people who had a launch edition Switch. And maybe the reason that the feature isn't launching on the Portal immediately is due to the fact that the Portal-only version of that APK file, maybe that's not polished up or ready yet. Maybe they do have it kind of working on Android, but they want a perfect, if you will, seamless experience on the Portal because it needs to. As the DualSense option for handheld gaming, it needs to be polished, and maybe they announced it too soon. They thought they could have it ready, and it's not ready yet. I really want to know what you guys think. Drop a comment and tell me what you guys think below the video. Let's start a conversation. Is this the secret sauce? Is this something that Sony is hiding from us? And did we guess it? Let me know what you think there. And also, maybe share this video with a friend that likes PlayStation or loves PlayStation, and maybe they like conspiracy theories as well, or better yet, maybe they like both of those things. That would help out a ton. And as always, please don't forget to like this video if you liked it, if you thought it was something compelling that's gotten you thinking. Let me know that. Give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give me that thumbs down. That's how I can know what kind of content you guys are interested in. And also, if you haven't, maybe consider hitting that subscribe button. We're killing it. We're about a little over halfway to YouTube Partner, and I can't tell you what a dream that would be. So thank you guys so much for that. Also, you can find me every Tuesday and Thursday over at twitch.tv/WebbyPumpkin. We are almost always streaming on those days around 7 p.m. Eastern, or you can @ me on Twitter X at WebbyPumpkin. Pretty easy to find me. I'm pretty much WebbyPumpkin everywhere. Thank you guys so much for watching to the end of the video, and I'm looking forward to catching you in the next one. See you later.